Hey, YouTube. Well, they done got R. Kelly again. R. Kelly's been charged with 10 counts. He's been indicted. He's supposed to turn himself in tonight or tomorrow morning. 10 counts, so he'll probably get out on bail again. Thing about you, R. Kelly, is you got away. That's the thing. For me, it's going to be, believe me, for a lot of other people, including the jury. You got away with it. He had several cases before. The big one we know about is when the girl didn't show up, wouldn't press charges. You know, that's death to a assault charge or a rape charge. But now they got 4 new women, 10 new charges, and the world has changed since 2008 when he got out the first time. But you got away. You could have turned over your life, turn over a new leaf. You could have got more into your career. You could have done anything. You went back and did the same goddamn thing you were convicted of, or nearly convicted of. I assume you had to fight like hell for your life and pay out whatever to lawyers. And you had the nerve to go back and start up the same thing again and do it for years. That's the case. What was that, 11 years ago? 11 years ago, you still doing the same. You haven't changed nothing. You are a slave to your addictions and your perversion. So I ain't got no compassion for no R. Kelly. Especially, I mean, everybody deserves a second chance, right? But when you done got away with it, 2 and 3 times, because there were cases where people would mysteriously just settle cases. In other words, he gave them money and they went away. 2 or 3 times they did that before they even got to that case where they had him on film. So now they're saying that the new film is well lit. He can't, because the 2008 case, they said they couldn't positively identify it as being him. And the girl wouldn't show up, so he got to her some kind of way. Or her family, we don't know. More than likely, she was paid off as well. Anyway, I don't want to, I don't know what happened there, but the girl would not testify, and they couldn't identify him. This time it's clearly lit. The film is twice as long as the other one. The girl repeats several times in the video that she is 14 years old, that her genitalia is 14 years old, which would mean, we assume, that her whole body is 14 years old. You can't have 14-year-old stuff and you a 30-year-old woman, right? Part of his kink is he wants to know that she is young. She is underage. That is what he wants. That's why he has her repeatedly saying it. And then he says she's 14 years old. Right? So, there you go. Every time the damn phone rings, I lose my mind. Anyway, this time you got 4 girls. You got 10 charges. But you did it to yourself, R. Kelly. You could have stopped at any point. You could have gotten away. You didn't value your freedom. You figure you can do whatever the hell you want to do. This is a new world. It's a woman's world now. Me Too has changed this whole structure of how we look at abuse against women. They have powered the women who are speaking, the attorneys that were speaking on network news today. Most of them are all women, right? They're going to get your ass. And they're going to get you because you went right back to it. See, it might have hurt them, hurt their gut that you got away the first time. But after a few years, you kind of settle with it. Okay. Maybe you even bought his records. A few of you bought his records again. But to be drawn up on almost identical case, I mean, you're still pissing on people. You would think that you would at least eliminate the pissing on people and start checking IDs, because a 14-year-old girl does not look much different than an 18-year-old girl. I'm sorry, honey. I mean, some of them, you're obsessed with children. That's crazy. It's crazy. But you did it to yourself. In other news, okay, Jussie has been let go from Empire. So when they say that he's been let go from the last 2 episodes, that means he's not coming back. He's fired today, because they were working on the last 2 episodes now. So he don't got to look them in the eye, and they ain't got to look him in the eye. and they don't have to weather this whole monster that he's created. I have some compassion for Smollett. I'm sure that he is realizing that God damn, what have I done? But you did do it. You got to take responsibility for it. I made a guess when I first started talking about his story. I said, I bet you he's going to end up blaming this on drugs. He's going to show up at a rehabilitation center or something like that, a drug program, and he's just going to say that it was because of his drug addiction or something. Well, they already hinted that's exactly what's going to happen. So what else can he do? Go to rehab. Maybe you learn something. Learn something about lying. It's not helping that we got Donald Trump in the White House who lies, on average 10 times a day. I mean, he got thousands of lies that he's been told since he got in the White House. So it's not a very high standard. There's no standard. You would think the presidency should be one place that people should be able to trust and say to your children, this is how an American person should act. These are the morals. He don't have none, and he's still the president. We're accusing Jussie of lying this one time, this big fabricated lie. But look how many times that man lies. I mean, he lies it's just like he's talking. Anyway, whatever. All right, so R. Kelly's supposed to be in jail tomorrow. He'll only be there for a couple hours, and then he'll bail out. And if that dude goes back and has anything to do with the underage girl during this trial, honey, they need to give him life. They need to give him life. If he can't control his penis enough to know that I'm being indicted on 10 charges, the whole world is looking at my case again. There have been whole movies made of my case. If I go and mess with any young girl, period, you don't even, he shouldn't even go near a park. Nothing. You're through, R. Kelly. And no, I know. It's just like when they catch all the murderers on those. I watch a lot of those real life crime stories. A big part of them. You know how they catch them? People that murdered their wives and shit. They catch them because someone comes up with a story that, oh, his first wife died of mysterious consequences. Oh, there was another woman that fell down the steps. Something like that. If that happens, they always catch him. They are not letting your ass walk twice. You do it, you go get out, beat the case, get away with it, and then do it again. The audacity to do it again. Ain't no way in hell they're going to let that go. I mean, you're going to kill somebody else. So you, R. Kelly, will be a child molester all your life, I guess. What a crazy obsession. All the things in the world to be obsessed with. You are so focused. Life is not just sex. But you are so damaged. All R. Kelly can do is say, I am in a rehabilitation center for sexual abusers. I assume those kind of places are. I know there are meetings like that. You need to try to work on yourself and hope that some kind of way you won't get charged with all them cases back to back. You can do 7 years. You ain't that old. But if they start stacking them cases up, 10 cases, that's 70 years. Can't do that. All right, people. I don't like reporting this kind of news, but that's what's going on right now. I'll talk to you guys over the weekend. Let me see.